Mm. What's up, guys? Weather Wednesday coming at you with another Raid Shadow Legends live stream, and tonight we're just looking at some champions. I'm trying to rebuild some of my champions just a little bit, see if I can improve them. Not much else going on in the game right now. We have a regular CBC, which is not that big of a deal. We got the event dungeon going on, and I have been running that a little bit. Tomorrow we got Sand Devil to run, but nothing too exciting. I do have Titus, and he is mostly built. I'm gonna save booking him for uh, for champ training tomorrow. But other than that, he is built. I've got him pretty well built. I don't think he's good enough to be using in Nightmare Hydra, how he's currently built, but probably harder brutal should work out. So I do have him built. I'll probably be trying him in Hydra tomorrow night in stream. But for tonight, I'm just kind of going through some champions and seeing if I can make them better. I had a lot of fun last night on stream. Helping out another player, doing a little takeover tonight. I think I'm just going to be working on my account. So that is what I'm doing. And we'll go ahead and get started with that. Ooh, so I'm going to look through Lady Mikage's build. I just built her a couple weeks ago, so she should be pretty good. I might want to glyph a few things, but probably won't waste a lot of glyphs on her. Uh, how she's built doesn't matter a whole lot either. Most important thing with her is that she is in 9 pieces of protection, just so that my ninja and Oboro can get in better damage for that particular Hydra team. Uh, maybe throw on a little bit more resistance. You never know. Try that again. Try it again. There we go. See what we got here. I'm surprised that I didn't throw any kind of glyph on her banner. A little bit faster, please. Not bad. We'll just throw on some small glyphs. Nothing big. Might as well just make her a little bit tankier. Couldn't hurt. Probably not necessary, but couldn't hurt. So the reason why I have Lady Mikage in 9 pieces of protection is because of this 9-piece bonus, 75% chance to place a protected buff, and allies deal 5% more damage per each buff placed by the wearer. So when she hits her A3, we get increased attack and we get increased crit damage, which means that my ninja and Oboro in particular get extra damage on our Hydra run. So I got her in speed boots with some accuracy. HP percentage, not really necessary, but it makes her a little bit tankier. And same thing with the gauntlets. They both have some speed on them, which is helpful. more turns that she gets, the more damage that the team gets with her uh, ally attack on her A3 and A1. And she's pretty well glyphed, so don't have to worry too much about her. And what I really want to focus on first, or second, I guess, would be Armand's, and third, Fabian. I need to get my champions a lot faster, and that starts with them. If I can make them faster and still have some good accuracy, that'd be great. Uh, Probably not going to beat that banner, but we can always try. Just looking for speed here. Nothing there. Okay, so we're probably not going to get that banner any better. Let's see. That's pretty good. I don't think that we're going to get any more accuracy, but we can double check. Let's go with accuracy. Want the highest accuracy that we can get, and that one is worse. And those are going to remain worse, so that's not going to help us. We can't really do anything with the ring. The ring is fine. The ring doesn't really matter. It just has to be a pinpoint. All right, so we are looking at the artifacts here. I would love to get this piece faster. I mean, only having 10 speed on the gauntlets is definitely not great. Let's see if we can make that faster. It doesn't really have to have HP percent on his gloves. It's nice. But let's see if we can improve our speed. We will look at equipped. And we will steal if the other champion doesn't really need it. So apparently my gauntlets just do not want to hit speed. These are all kind of garbage. That's incredible that I have such poor. I could probably switch this out with this Duchess. Because, well, it depends on which Duchess that's on. If it's my second Duchess, I would rather have it on Armand's. But if it's my main Duchess, I'll just leave it. That's probably my main Duchess, though. Not sure why it doesn't say. I want to check that. Where is she? Yep, it's on that one. Okay, so that's not going to cut it because she's already too slow as well. So I don't really want to steal that from her. Hopefully I get some better stone skin rolls someday. All right, we're probably not going to get a better chess piece anytime soon. I will double check both stone skin and pinpoint. That's a good stone skin piece, but it's about the same. Technically one worse. And pinpoint. Uh, that one's not going to help us. All right, how about the boots? Boots, we've got the bonus speed and a couple rolls of accuracy. We're definitely not beating that. Um, that's probably my best stone skin speed rolls. Just look for the most speed on any of these. Be nice if we had accuracy, but he needs to go fast. Doesn't really matter what the accuracy is if you don't get a turn. Let's see. 6-star pieces are gonna be kind of necessary. Yep, that's worse. And what about pinpoint? Good pinpoint helmet. If I can find a stone skin shield. Go. Let's see, try that on. And then we got to find a shield. Where does that leave us? That would make us slower and worse accuracy, so that's a bad trade-off. It's not going to work. So that is my fastest. You know what? I did not look for equipped. He's already got my fastest stone skin. There's some unrolled stuff. Look for helmets. He's already got the fastest helmet. And our shield. Nishak technically has a faster shield. We probably need to steal that. Yeah, we definitely need to steal that from Nishak. And then we can just put this on Nishak and that's fine. But that would get us an extra 3 speed. And none of the other stats really matter. That's not bad. And then we would still have our set together. That's fine. And we're going to use our free gear removal. Okay, so that gets his speed up to 325. Still not where I want it, but not terrible. And then let's see, speed, accuracy, pinpoint, that one. There we go. Nishak will be fine. I don't use him a ton. I should use him more than I do, but what can you do? All right, so we got an extra +3 speed on Armons. Sometimes it's hard to beat that. You know, if I could get a decent set of gauntlets, maybe it'll happen tomorrow. It's kind of crazy after all these years of Hydra that I just can't get speed rolls on gauntlets. Like, how is that possible? Somehow 6 + 4 is my third fastest stone skin gauntlet. That's terrible RNG. Well, okay, so we got an extra +3 on our Mons. How much does it cost to equip? What do I have on him? Okay. I should probably put my +12 wand on him. Probably. Just gonna do that. Might as well. Okay, what kind of gemstones? We can increase his speed. Yeah, I like that. We probably want whatever gives us accuracy. Or this turn meter increase effect. I guess we can take both of them. That'll work. All right. I think that's a good upgrade. All right, let's move on to Fabian, see if we can make him any faster. All right, so I've got him in speed and stone skin. He's got plenty of accuracy. I would definitely trade a little bit of accuracy for a little bit more speed. I currently have him at 327. Let's see if we can find some more speed for him somewhere. Let's see, speed high, equipped. Let's see, this would definitely give us more speed. Unfortunately, it's a 5-star. I don't really love that trade. It's not terrible, but I don't love it. About our shields. He's already got our second best shield. Can't do much about that. And the helmet. Let's go back up to speed. He's got our second fastest speed helmet. Okay. This definitely needs a rework. Let's see, that would get me. Oh man, that's not going to work. It has to be an accuracy chest piece. Not really going to get any better there. I mean, I should probably convert that to accuracy. I need more dust though. Definitely need to run a Lost Sand Devil tomorrow. All right, can I find any boots that have extra speed on them, please? Okay. Gonna do some rerolls. See if I can hit speed. The odds are not incredibly high. Not that one. We got one more chance at it. This would be a good one to work. Please work. And that's not happening today. Okay. That's unfortunate. If we could get that plus 12 speed, that'd be real nice. I'm not sure if I checked equipped. I did. I don't really want to steal that from Lamasu. And I'm pretty much out of dust. So that won't be happening tonight. How about that banner's not getting any better? Yeah. Fabian's not getting any better until we can get better speed boots on him. Unfortunate. We need that dust. I need so much dust. I could run Sand Devil for a week and I still wouldn't have enough dust. All right, so Armand's is better. Fabian, not. Carnage, still too slow. It's at 238. I'd really like him to be at least 250. The higher the better. He has absolutely no speed on his banner. That's awful. Let's see what's available in Stone Skin for the Demon Spawn. So I can change out the ring. It wouldn't be a perfect ring. Like, this is a really good ring that I'd hate to take off. But if I can find an accuracy banner with some speed, it probably will end up helping. So let's go find some high attack on a ring. Let's see. We're definitely losing some attack here. Kind of rough. What if I rework this? I don't need a defense ring, like, ever. That didn't help. That made things worse. Now it's just a piece of garbage. Don't really like this ring. Maybe it'll roll the way we... Ooh, perfect. We nailed that one. Okay, so we can definitely replace that now. Go ahead and just do that. We'll glyph it up just a little bit for now. A little bit more than that. There we go. And now we can find hopefully, an accuracy banner with some speed on it. We've got 3 available. I can probably steal something though. Let's go. Let's get rid of that. Let's look for high speed. This would be great to steal from Kaimar. I need to think about if it's going to mess anything up. I don't even know if I use this Kaimar in any teams right now. Hey, my favorite Kraken. What's going on? I need to find out if I'm using this Kaimar at all. Because if not, he would add 29 speed to my Carnage. Otherwise, I got to go with this. See, I've got a second Kaimar that I've got slower. I need to double check these things. I know that. No, not there. Spider's Den. I believe I have my second Kaimar. Good. And I think Shogun? Shogun's not using Kaimar. Okay. I don't think I'm using Kaimar anywhere then, which would be good. Today I'm just looking through my champions, see if I can make them faster. Because especially my live arena champions, they're so slow. It's really hurting. Like, I know that I'm not gonna win a lot of speed battles, but if I never get turns, it's killing me. So I'm just trying to get these things better. Okay, this does have my first Kaimar. But will he be fast enough anyway? See, he's at 332. She's at 305. He just has to go faster than her. So he can lose 26 speed. I don't think that'll screw me up. Let's see if I okay, he's got 29 speed. So basically if I have anything with speed on it, it'll work. So I'm just using him for a reset on the Sand Devil team. I mean, I can throw that on and it won't hurt him. Lose 18 speed. The accuracy is still insanely fine. I'm going to test it, but I think that'll be fine. And then I still have 4 pieces of stone skin, so I'm fine. I can upgrade that. And can I rework this? Got 1 shot. Most of my live arena champions are in stone skin. Like 90% of them. Approximately. Okay, that didn't work. That's okay. He still has... Now he has 267 speed instead of 238. Attack is still okay. Accuracy is still okay. Not amazing, but okay. Probably haven't gotten any better amulets. Let's see. This would have to hit like triple accuracy. Double? What was this? Okay, well, it would have to hit bonus crit damage. Okay, I'd have to come back to that one. The relic. I've got a wand on him. Do you have a better suggestion? So speed's better. I'm much happier with 267 over what I had. I need to run Sand Devil real quick, make sure that that team still works. Make sure I didn't screw that up. I think it'll be fine. He's really just there for the reset. There we go. Okay, that one's fine. All right. Yeah, I figured one was fine, but I don't know everything. All right. So, I mean, I haven't gotten any new lethal gear. So, that's not even. Nothing's really going to improve on him. Uh, it's not Dark Fae this time. That's unfortunate. So I guess we can only check these two pieces, probably. Looks like we need a lot of crit rate on those pieces. I'm at 104, so I could sacrifice a little bit of crit rate. Probably not going to happen, but we'll check. Okay. None of those pieces are going to work. But at least we got his speed up. So we're probably good there. And Embrus is worse. He's so slow. Is that 241? I thought he was slower than that, but it'd be real nice if I could get a little bit more speed out of him. He's just getting lapped too much. So same kind of deal. Almost the same build. We got the same lethal pieces, the same stone skin pieces. But it's Knight's Rev. That's a pretty decent banner. That would be hard to replace. I don't think I've got anything even close to helping here. All right, what do we have going on? So he's got 105 crit rate, so we could sacrifice some crit rate if we can find some speed somewhere. What about equipped? Nothing there. How about here? Ah, we'd only have 99 crit rate, but we gain 7 speed and 20 accuracy. That's an option. I don't know if I use Inquisitor anywhere besides Faction Wars. Okay, we can try that and then see if we can find one crit rate somewhere. Honestly, I can sacrifice one crit rate just to get the extra speed and the extra accuracy without losing crit damage. Let's see, this would get me extra crit rate, but not speed. I could steal Thor's boots. I don't want to do that today, but probably wouldn't be a terrible idea. This would get us extra crit rate. We'd lose all the accuracy we just gained, but we'd still keep the extra speed. This would get us extra stats just about everywhere. No, we'd lose so much crit damage. That's a terrible idea. I didn't notice that. Okay, forget that. I'm just going to go with that. And then we can take a look at the top pieces. I don't really care about one missing crit rate percentage. It's not perfect. But we need the speed. Definitely need the speed. Let's see, that would lose a crit rate for the sake of one speed. Not really that great. I guess we can glyph this up too. If I had glyphs. So we're at 248. If I just glyph that up a little bit, do I have any glyphs? Ooh, not a lot. I mean, really, I just need dust. I need dust on so many champs. All right, I'm going to try to hit this. We got 2 chances. All right, we got him up to 250. That's better. Plus, we increased his HP a little, his speed a lot. Crit damage stayed the same. Accuracy went up. I don't mind getting the extra accuracy. That's better. It's not everything we wanted, but we're definitely getting some faster champions. All right. White King, very similar. Check our HP banners. See if we have gotten anything. Nope. Okay, so that'll stay the same. Check our rings. Nothing there. Okay. That's really not going to improve. That's already really good. I don't think we're going to get much better with White King. Not when we're also trying to build Empress at the same time. How about Volcanos? He doesn't really have to be faster, but it'd be nice if he hit harder. I mean, his defense is pretty good. His crit damage is pretty good. It's going to be hard to beat that. Let's see if we find anything. This banner could be better in theory. but we've only got 5-star banners. All right. I mean, I would like it if... I guess that's okay that that's an offset piece, actually. That 104 crit rate, so we can sacrifice a little crit rate if we find anything. Not much. Let's see. That would make us faster, but we're not worried about that. Same thing there. Not really helpful. Okay, we could completely get rid of the crit rate on this one if we found like way more crit damage or way more defense percent. All right. I don't really like sacrificing all the speed. Let's see. This has way too much crit rate to give up. This one could be better. Uh, that's losing a lot of speed. I don't know if that's worth it. Can I glyph anything? I guess I'd rather have that be defense percent if I had dust. Uh, Not really any other options there. All right, I need a lot of dust tomorrow. I run all the Sand Devil in the world. Wukong, I don't even care about. I don't really use him very much. Not really. Hey, Scrub, welcome in. I'm just looking through my champions tonight, kind of waiting for tomorrow to test out Titus. I'm gonna book him tomorrow. Uh, Hydra reset. I still kind of need to figure out some of the mechanics. I do want to try him in Chimera, but I really don't know how. If anybody is a Titus Chimera expert, I need some help. Don't really know what I'm doing with Titus yet. I'm surprised that they haven't nerfed him. He's basically a cheat code, and anybody who missed out on him are really going to regret it unless they nerf him. But it's kind of late to do that now. So far, I've just been trying to get more speed on my live arena champions: Carnage, Empress, Fabian, Armons, stuff like that. Oh, that's okay. Naps are allowed. I think I only took one today. Some days, I need 2 or 3. I like naps. Let's see. I do not use Nishak a lot in live arena, but I do use him mostly in tag team. 303 speed, 615 accuracy, 5800 attack. See if I can improve anything. Not there. Let's see, we got attack with a single accuracy roll. Yeah, I don't really fall asleep in the chair too often. Try to stick to bed. I'm too old to be waking up with hurt body parts. Not good. So I got Carnage up to 267. He was only 238. He had an accuracy banner with no speed at all. And I was able to switch out this stone skin. I was able to put a stone skin ring on. And then I stole this from a Kaimar that didn't really need it. So that was my biggest improvement is I got 29 extra speed on Carnage. But like Empress got like, he was at 241. I got him up to 250. Added like 3 speed to Armons. Fabian, I couldn't do anything for. That's pretty much what we've done so far. I definitely need to work on my Duchess. I need to take like a 2-minute break. Let me know in the comments what blessing should I put on my Duchess. We got a whole 1 star for her. Emergency heal is brilliant because she dies way too easily. Where is it? Do you mean miracle heal? Or is there one called emergency heal? Oh, emergency heal. Okay. Heals this champion whenever a shield buff placed on them expires. Okay. And we get an extra 7,500 HP will help her too. I bought this soul like a week or two ago. I just never put it on. Heals this champion by 3% of their max HP. Okay, nice. There we go. Our Duchess is already better. But she needs to be faster. 286 is not cutting it. Resistance is decent, but I need her speed to be a lot better. See, I've got her in 4 pieces of stone skin and 5 pieces of protection. Don't really want to mess that up. Yeah, the way I use Duchess, the opponents definitely attack her first. They try to get her revive out of the way. So if I can make her a little bit tankier, make that a little bit more difficult for them, that'd be good. Let's see if we can get any extra HP out of a ring. Probably not. Not really. Let's see. Resistance is pretty good on that HP amulet. We do not. We don't have a better one. Our other Duchess has the other one, and that's only 5 stars. My backup Duchess I only use for Hydra. And after tomorrow, I don't know. Probably won't even need my backup Duchess after tomorrow. I'm sick of hearing the words golden elixir. You're not wrong. This does get me +3 speed, though. What does the golden elixir do? I mean, I know what it does. I don't remember what stats it gives. Attack and accuracy. I don't really care for that. I'd rather take the HP and speed. Yeah, as soon as I took out Aox and Geo from my event team, I put one on Geo or on UDK too. Same thing. I should probably take a look at him. I built him like 2 years ago or whatever. I don't know the last time I touched UDK. Strike that from the record. First we do Duchess, then we take a look at UDK. I don't use UDK a lot. Probably underuse him. Let's see. HP percentage, speed, high, equipped. Protection. Stone skin. Let's see. That is slower, slower, slower. Yeah, I'm pretty much using all that stuff already. Yeah, the only reason why I use Duchess in Arena is because of Volcanos. I would have liked her a lot more 3 years ago, but I was desperate to get her because I have him though. So I tried building a Demon Lord Epic Dur the Hungerer when I pulled Volcanos. Do not recommend. But I used Duchess on 2 different Hydra teams and Arena and probably Faction War stuff, Curse City stuff. I don't really remember, but I assume I do. Let's see. I will keep that. That's pretty good. That one, I think I could probably find more speed and sacrifice a little resistance. Resistance is at 659. I don't really want to sacrifice the resistance, but I need some speed. If I can keep some resistance, that'd be nice. Uh, I pulled out Warlord and I never touched him. We can do that. We can do that after UDK. Why not? I don't know how much I'll use him. I guess if the opponent chooses Fabian and Armands, if I made Warlord like super fast and like didn't even worry about super high accuracy, it's a possibility. Where am I? I need stone skin, please. Not protection, stone skin. All right. I guess I should probably try to keep some resistance. Okay, that'd be 5 speed. I lose 29 resistance. Not great. That one's slower. Not good at all. And kind of struck out there. I don't know what else I can do unless I have better stone skin pieces for up here. Not really. At least I got the blessing on her. Yeah, I still hate going against Warlord. I just never think to use him because Fabian and Armands exist. All right, let me pull him back out. All right, I have him in pinpoint and perception, but he's way too slow. And maybe I don't need the pinpoint anymore. I mean, I could throw on a wand. I do have an extra wand now. I forged a wand last week. Nothing to forge right now. Question is, can I even make him fast enough? Like, if I put the best speed gear on him, would that even make him fast enough? Yeah. I mean, if I'm going to use a booster, it's usually going to be Arbiter. If it's not Arbiter, it's going to be Lamasu. I've got her up to 425. So I need him pretty fast. Yeah, 350 speed is. It's going to be tough, but we can try. Um, let's just get the fastest stuff we can find. Right. That's the one thing that would be really good about him. Let's see. Well, okay, we got a pinpoint defensive banner. What about accuracy? We have any luck here? Now, we would definitely have to sacrifice some accuracy if we're going to do this. But I guess the reason why we would use him is to try to lock out Fabian Armands. And they don't usually have super high resistance. Got a pretty good 5-star ring. Let's see. We could always just re-roll this. How much chaos ore do I have? Probably not a lot. Not a lot. I'd rather not. How's this gonna hit? Terrible. How about this one? Double accuracy. That's not bad. So what if we forget about pinpoint and stick with feral? Let's just take a flyer on this. Why not? Not great. So we can just throw on whatever the fastest banner is, I guess. And just sacrifice the stats. It's a lot of accuracy to sacrifice, but don't know if we have a better option. Well, we can rework this. Not what I was looking for, but protection. Well, we hit that. Resistance, HP, speed. Maybe. No. I don't know. I think I'm just going to put this on, see what happens. I can come back and fix it. It doesn't matter because I don't use him right now, so can't really ruin him. I guess we just look for the fastest perception pieces, maybe? Feral? Perception, feral. Okay, that gets him to 278. Not incredible. I don't know. I just don't know if I have the gear to make him fast enough. Well, that's way too slow. Not great. Okay, can I steal anything? You see a 12 speed where? Well, yeah, I have no dust. I'm gonna be running Sand Devil tomorrow. I need 10,000 dust for my account. If anybody has some spare dust for the poor. This is why I don't use Warlord. 284 speed on a Warlord is not gonna cut it. I thought I changed this banner. It only gets me 2 speed. More after a glyph. Yeah, just an extra 50 speed. Just to win a few sieges. Actually farm dragon. Oh, well. Can add 4 speed right there. Add a little accuracy there. Yeah, I do not take advantage of the global presets nearly enough. But I don't really like trading gear if I can avoid it. I got so sick of that playing Watcher of Realms. Changing gear every time you want to do anything in the game. Apparently none of these pieces have been glyphed either. That helps. So 296 with 579 accuracy. If I could get a better accuracy banner, that'd be nice. Yeah, that's why I don't love doing Soul Cross on hard, is you have to re-gear 5 champs for every level. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, he can definitely use improvement, but probably not today. It's not a terrible build. It's just not nearly good enough either. But you're right. I mean, if I get an extra 12 here and say I get a decent banner, he could get he could get good real fast. Say if I got insanely lucky and I got an accuracy feral, triple roll of speed, things can happen. All right, UDK. We're gonna look at him. Where'd he go? Right here. I have polymorph on him. Why do I have polymorph? It's got 327 accuracy. I guess that's not insanely bad. I do have the +9 golden elixir. Yeah, I have trouble whenever I use the optimizer. The best thing that I use the optimizer for is finding interesting teams, like for dungeons and stuff. I just struggle to actually find what I'm looking for. Maybe because my gear is not amazing. Plus, I only have the optimizer when it's free. I don't even know what it costs, but I know it's not always free. So UDK, have I improved any gear for you? He's only in 7 pieces of stone skin. I should definitely try to see if I've picked up a couple. I'd be shocked if I didn't have a ring by now. Consider me shocked. Uh, what if I re-roll this terrible, terrible ring that I'll never use, and it's slightly better? The HP would go way down, but we'd have an extra piece of stone skin, which we would only do if I can find the 9th piece. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to find like the balance. If like I want 300 accuracy, but I want good speed, good like if I want a lot of stats, that's when it's hard to figure out what's best. Like when I try to use it on like Carnage and Empress, but they both just need too many stats. That's when it gets difficult to weed through. All right, so he's got resistance with no speed, which would be fine if it was stone skin. What kind of stone skin do we have? Resistance with no speed. That could be perfect. Add some HP already. Probably that one. What would you go? Resistance or HP? Doesn't matter because I don't have an HP with no speed. So we can go there. Okay, let's do fitting room. What happens if we try that on with the ring? All right, so we would lose some HP. Would get some of that back when we roll it up. Defense goes down, but it's still high enough. Resistance will probably go back up once we roll that up. HP is better. But we'd have to add speed as the problem. All of these banners have speed. I don't think adding the speed is worth like the 5,000 HP or whatever. Let's see if we can hit some HP on this resistance banner. A little bit. Plus we'd get the 9 pieces of stone skin. What do you think? I either lose a little bit of HP or I add a little bit of speed and he would go a little bit faster. I don't think he'd lose enough HP for it to matter. Because I did hit HP here, plus I can enchant that. I swear the game always freezes on me when I enchant. I don't know why. Just have to wait it out. What are you doing in the game? Are you working on your Titus? All right, I think we're going to roll with this. We'll upgrade those next time there's a gear enhancement. We'll get most of that HP back. Nine pieces of stone skin, finally. I've been absolutely hurting for glyphs. I feel like faction war is hard. Doesn't seem to be giving me like insane glyphs. Maybe it's just my imagination. Maybe I just used so many that it just takes time to get them back, but I'm starving for glyphs. Yeah, Waiting for it to hit 1% is like when you're in the portal and you you summon and it lags. If you ever watch content creators summoning and then there's a lag, they're like, it's a lag, it's going to be a legendary. It's never a legendary. Nobody understands this. Maybe in like the first month of the game, maybe a lag meant something, but I've been playing for 4 years and it has never meant anything. I have never, ever, ever seen somebody summon and go, oh, there's a lag, wait for it, and then it becomes a legendary. Never. I will die on this hill. The lag means nothing. Yeah, the first time completion does get good glyphs. I can't believe Plarium would be stingy with resources. Let's see how we're doing on CVC. Pretty poor. Maybe me telling everybody that regular CVC doesn't matter stop them from actually going hard. I've done like nothing special for CVC because it doesn't matter. I wonder if there's still a top clan up there that actually cares about regular CVC, but it's not me. Did you summon anything today? I don't even know who these two guys are. I assume that they're brand new. What's dumb is you can do that and it won't tell you who they are. And then who's on voids? I'd love to get one of those two. All right. How's your Titus looking? I said last night that I would show my Titus build. I've got Titus in 9 pieces merciless. 4900 defense, 201 speed, 317 crit damage, 309 resistance. It's the resistance that's keeping him from being nightmare. I think, well, even after bonuses, and even after if I put in a resistance aura, I don't know if that's good enough. I think the resistance aura gets me close. If I throw on a few more glyphs, maybe I'm close. But I think this is more like brutal. No, I fused him Sunday. I never wait to fuse a champion unless it's a fragment champion, because I am not making that mistake. I am not forgetting to fuse a champion. I'm not having all the resources done and then suddenly an emergency comes up. Like we almost had an emergency Sunday morning. Our neighbor's house burned up. It is done. If that had touched our house, I would have been pretty busy that day. I might not have finished Titus. Fortunately, the firefighters kept our house safe. We're good. But that's how quickly something can happen. So I always, if it's a classic fusion or a mixed fusion, if I'm done, I'm done. I'm not saving, especially for a regular CVC. I find points elsewhere. Yeah, I did do. I ended up doing the dungeon divers. Just spider. A lot of spider runs. Used the gems. I didn't care. Just wanted it done. I wasn't gonna do Fire Knight. Too slow. Am I out of oils? Is that my problem here? Okay. Another reason to run. Uh, Another reason to run Sand Devil tomorrow. I'm out of oils for him. Uh, I could make him a little faster if it matters. I don't think it does. Add 20 points of defense. It's got defense ascension, resistance ascension. Could try for some extra defense. Yeah, we always have guys that summon. I don't get it. I'm not big into summoning for CBC. The only exception is like if I'm desperate for a certain champion, like I'll pull a fragment champion that I desperately want, like I did with Empress. I don't think I've ever pulled shards. Unless there was like a crazy 2x event or something like that. Oh, I did watch the ice column. I might be able to pull that off. I do want to try that. I don't know if I am going to get the damage that you get. I did see that like you had a couple champions die during the run. I don't know if that's normal for you. That's what scared me is like your Marius died, I think. I'm like, well, if his dies, I'm scared of what's gonna happen to mine. Yeah, Krakens can do whatever they want. I have a long-standing rule that Krakens can do whatever they want. I don't care. If you're spending all the money, it's your money. You want to go for a champion, I'll never care what they do. I'm talking about us regular folk. Oh, it's that time of the week. Get some freebies. This always happens on stream now since I've been streaming on Tuesdays. So I never miss that. All right, let's do some quick Sand Devil, even though it's tomorrow. You can never do enough Sand Devil. Yeah, my Othorion is good. I don't think he's great. He's only got 2 stars. I don't know if you need a bigger blessing for that. I guess I can try it. We'll do some Sand Devil runs. We'll try to save a little bit of energy. See if I can do your Ice Golem run. Probably not, but we can try it. Let me pull that up. Let's see. He didn't send me like speeds or setup or anything. I do have a good man eater, but I don't know how fast does man eater need to be. And I have all these champions. I don't know if they're all built the way they need to be built is going to be the problem. I need like your speeds and your setup and stuff. I've got all the champs though. Man eater at 350. Okay, well, my Marius is like 297, I think. I'll have to see if my man eaters how they're built. I do think I have a +4. It's at least +2. All right, let's turn that off. No dust. What about the rare? I use her in Shogun. I assume that you use her kind of the same way. She's slow though. But I also have 2 Kaimars that I can use. Does she need to be slow? Does she need to be fast? And then I don't have to figure this out tonight. Okay, I do have a +4. Oh, he's 336. He's good to go. I'm surprised, but he's good to go. So let's see. We need Othoria now. And Marius is already out. And then Stagnite, I guess. Does it have to be Stagnite? And how does he have to be built? I have him in a shield set. I think that's for. I don't think I want to mess that up because I think that's for my Iron Twins team. Is he in my Iron Twins team? He's not. I probably built him 2 years ago like that. I couldn't remember if he was still in that team. She needs to be fast enough to not get lapped by everyone as she needs to reset. Well, I don't want to mess with her. Will a Kaimar do? Is that the whole point? Is just a reset? Let's see. This Kaimar's at 208. And this one's at 310. So I'd probably want to go with the 208. I don't think they'd get lapped. Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean to flex with my double Kaimars. If it makes you feel any better, I don't have Siphi or Rhodos. I don't have Harima. There's a lot of champions that I wish I had that have been around for a while, if not forever. I still want a Valkyrie. Nobody talks about her anymore, but I'd still like her. So Ice Golem. Then we got Marius, Lothorion, Raleigh Kymar 2. I think that's the slow one. It is. What does Stagnite do that's necessary for this? Is he replaceable? The drop defense. What if I did? I think I have another option for that. Gotta think of his name. Quintus. Quintus work? Let's see, Stagnite's at 239. Do we need him faster? Geo? See, who is the other one? Who am I missing? Oh, Maneater. Let's see. Nice. Maybe. Okay, Geo as the fastest. Uh, we'll see how fast my fastest Geo is. Got 3, I think. See, that one's not quite. No, no. That's not going to be fast enough. I mean, I'm not going to have a 350 speed Geo, you know? Let's see. We just want defense down. Is that what that is? What about like Lydia? Still not that fast. I think I'd have to build somebody specifically for this. Quintus is 300 speed. Not quite there. We could just try Quintus. Because the good thing about Quintus is it's guaranteed. That's why I use him for my Sand Devil team. Okay, let me check Discord. It's all right. We don't have to figure that out tonight. If you can just send me like a screenshot of your setup, I could test it later, and then I can just show it off. I can make a video pretending it's my idea. Just kidding. That's all right. I think we're actually done for tonight. I need to get off stream. Tomorrow night, uh, Titus. We'll be trying him out. Hopefully in Hydra. Hopefully Chimera. We gotta figure it out, and hopefully it works out tomorrow. I think I have him built okay. Oh, thanks. I have to figure out the setup on this guy. I just kind of haven't. I don't have I don't have all the details down, so I got to figure that out. But I know he's insane, and I think I know I have the champions to build around him. I just have to find the perfect setup, and I'll get back tomorrow night. Hopefully, figure it out. Hopefully, we can show off some insane damage. I really kind of care more about him in Chimera than Hydra. Like, obviously, everybody's going to be using him in Hydra, and that's fine. I'm not going to do a manual team with him if I can avoid it. Same reason why I never built a manual Trunda team. But if I can find, if I can find an automatic team, that would be great. For tonight, thanks for joining. Thanks for anybody who subscribed tonight. If you haven't already, you can subscribe. You can hit like. And we'll be back with more Raid Shadow Legends probably tomorrow night. Hopefully. Oh, that's okay. Thanks for joining, everybody. I will catch you later with more Raid Shadow Legends content. See ya.